I was going to rip his heart out. I'm the best ever. I'm the most brutal and vicious and most ruthless champion there's ever been.
D'Amato once told him your greatest asset can become your greatest weakness.
Before he became a global icon, before the titles, before the glory, Mike Tyson was something else entirely. A force of raw power, fear, and brutality that terrified the world. But behind that terrifying reputation was a darker, more complicated truth. A story not just of dominance, but of house that ultimately unraveled one of boxing's greatest primes. This is the dark truth behind Mike Tyson's prime. Early life and rise. Michael Garrett Tyson was born in 1966 in Brooklyn, New York, in a neighborhood where survival was a constant battle. His childhood was marked by violence, instability, and a world where punches often solved problems. But in the house, Tyson found something that would define his life.
And McNeely,
Boxing.
as advertised, comes right at Mike Tyson. Down goes McNeely!
Under the guidance of legendary trainer Gus D'Amato,
Driver, bring it down. Leave these covers. Driver, bring down. Bang! Over here. Bang! With the left hook here or here. See? You got a chance to put in 3 perfect punches.
Tyson didn't just learn how to punch, he learned how to dominate. His rise was meteoric, fueled by an unstoppable combination of speed and power, a combination that led him to become the youngest undisputed heavyweight champion in boxing history at just 20 years old. The glory years.
He hasn't done that tonight. I wonder if that's a change of plan. But what a left hook.
The world watched in AVE as Tyson steamrolled opponents with devastating knockout blows. In his first 26 professional fights, every single one ended in a KO, many in the opening round, often within seconds. His style was more than athletic, it was psychological terror. Opponents weren't just beaten, they were intimidated before a single punch was thrown. Crowds flocked to arenas not just to watch boxing, but to watch a spectacle of pure power. Tyson appeared invincible, a living storm in a human form. The other side of the champion. But the greatness in the ring was mirrored by instability outside of it. Despite his dominance, Tyson's personal life was a turbulence of controversy. He moved with intensity, not just in training, but in his choices. In 1992, Tyson was sentenced to prison for rape.
Laws mean nothing. You give me the currency of a country and you can make all the rules in the world. And that's all that matters. Who's in control?
A conviction that stopped his career in its tracks and shocked the world. It wasn't a mirror error, it was a moment that shifted his trajectory forever. For a fighter built on control and precision, this loss of freedom was stark contrast, and it marked the beginning of something far more complex than his boxing legacy. The infamous bite. When Tyson returned from prison, the world expected redemption. But what followed was chaos. In one of the most infamous moments in boxing history, Tyson bit off a portion of Evander Holyfield's ear during a championship fight.
What happened here?
He got bit, I think.
Evander Holyfield, look out, he's pushed right here. Above us, a dirty Mike Tyson.
This was no strategic failure. It was a raw, unfiltered emotion erupting in a moment where self-control was expected. The world watched in disbelief. A champion not just defeated, but exposed. Why his prime fluttered.
Hurt people. You know, he's not afraid of nothing.
So how did the man so dominant become a figure of controversy and contradiction? The answer lies beneath the surface of every punch. First, emotion over discipline. Tyson's power was unmatched, but his volatility was never far behind. Second, the loss of his mentor caused the mitre. Without the steadying force that once guided him, Tyson's aggressions had no anchor. He was a storm without a calm center.
You take into the ring a lot of rage. Does that work for you, or does it work against you at times?
You know, who cares? We're in a fight anyway. What does it matter?
Well, for example, rage against Evander Holyfield worked against you.
Well, it. It's a fight, so whatever happens, happens.
Mike, why do you have to talk like that?
Well, I'm talking to you the way I want to talk to you. Do you have a problem? Turn off your station.
You know what? I think we'll end the discussion right now.
Then we could.
You got it. Have a nice fight, Mike.
Off.
Lastly, internal conflict. Tyson once said the person he feared most was himself, and this internal battle didn't disappear as he became famous. It grew. Legacy. In later years, Tyson attempted comebacks, including exhibitions matches long after his prime, but none of them recaptured the fear he once commanded. Yet, despite the fall from perfection, one thing remains undeniable. Mike Tyson's prime changed boxing history. His power, speed, and the presence redefined what a heavyweight champion could be. But his story also shows that greatness often sits side by side with inner conflict. In the end, the dark truth behind his prime isn't just about violence or fame. It's about the human behind the legend. A man who conquered fists, but never fully conquered himself. If you want more deep dives into the untold stories behind sports legends, subscribe and hit the bell. Let us know in the comments which legend should we explore next.
I know the art of fight. I know the art of war. That's all I ever studied. That's why I'm so feared. That's why they feared me when I was in the ring. Because that's all I was an annihilator. That's all I was born for. And now those days are gone. It's empty. I'm nothing. I'm working on building the art of humbleness. Can you believe in me? That's the reason why I'm crying, because I'm not that person no more. And I miss them. Because sometimes I feel like a bitch. Because I don't want that person to come out, because if he comes out, hell is coming with him. And it's not funny at all. It must sound cool, like I'm a tough guy. It's just, I hate that guy. I'm scared of him.